Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a key update on Grand Prix starts, as well as a penalty that's been cancelled. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with the penalty that's been cancelled. Now, Valtteri Bottas was meant to have a grid penalty this weekend, basically at the last race of the 2024 season in Abu Dhabi. Bottas had a crash with Kevin Magnussen, and as a result, Bottas picked up a 5-place grid drop for the next race he participates in. Now, as we know, Bottas was not on the grid in 2025. He was a reserve driver for Mercedes, but during the year it was announced that he'd drive with Cadillac for 2026, and therefore the upcoming race in Melbourne is the first Bottas will take part in since that crash in Abu Dhabi. Now, the reason he was meant to serve this penalty is because while the regulations were modified last year to stipulate that grid penalties be served at the driver's next sprint or race in which the driver participates in the subsequent 12-month period, that did not apply retroactively and was not in place when he was given the penalty. However, it was revealed on Thursday that among the latest sporting regulations are changes to Article B2.5.4 that does make this change retrospective, so Bottas's grid drop from December 24 will not be served. And Bottas basically confirmed this during a press conference for the Melbourne Grand Prix, with him saying, apparently it's vanished thanks to some new regulation, so no grid penalty, it's good. But let's move on to Grand Prix starts. Now, this has been a key talking point in the build-up to the 2026 season. As we know, with the brand new power unit regulations, the MGUH has been removed, and as a result, it takes longer to spin up the turbo. And now drivers have to maintain higher revs for an extended period to ensure there's no turbo lag when the lights go out. And during Bahrain testing, a solution was trialled in which a blue panel was shown for 5 seconds after the last car rolled into position, after which the normal 5 lights procedure commenced. And it's been revealed that this will now be used in Australia this weekend to get rid of any safety concerns should a driver fail to pull away at speed. Basically, F1 race director Rui Marquez's Australian Grand Prix notes read, "For the safe and orderly conduct of the competition, once all F1 cars starting from the grid have returned to the grid at the end of the formation lap or laps prior to the race, the starting grid light panels will be illuminated blue flashing for 5 seconds, and the information panel on the start gantry will display the message pre-start, following which the light sequence defined into Article B5.7.2 of the FIA F1 regulations will commence." Now, even though drivers were struggling with their starts during Bahrain testing, one team that looks really on top of it is Ferrari. I mean, we saw during Bahrain testing Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc get excellent starts. I mean, both were starting well back with other cars in front of them and then were leading going into turn 1. So why is this the case? Well, Ferrari is believed to have produced a smaller turbocharger to reduce the inertia of the turbine, reducing the overall lag to ensure a clean getaway at the start. And Motorsport.com say that this was in response to the understanding that the FIA would not tinker with the start procedure, despite concerns having been raised during the rules' development period. However, as I said, on the grounds of safety, the FIA has added an extra 5 seconds between the final car reaching their grid position and the ignition of the start lights. And speaking to Motorsport.com, Ferrari team principal Frederick Vasseur stated his surprise at the change in procedure, with him saying, "Without the MGUH, it was clear that turbo lag would become a factor to manage from drivability to race starts. This has been known from day one. When evaluating choices in defining the guidelines for a power unit, it's not just about pure power. Other aspects matter as well, and one of these is the start. That's why we made certain decisions, and the FIA has been quite clear from the beginning about not wanting to change the starting procedure, so I was surprised when the topic resurfaced in Bahrain." And that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.